Hello and welcome to Parents Guide to Games. The new video games on this list are coming out the week of October 11th, 2016. The first game on our list is Dragon Quest Builders. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptors are alcoholic references, fantasy violence, mild blood, mild language, mild suggestive themes. This is an action role-playing game in which players assume the role of a hero who must rebuild the world using the power of creation. Players traverse environments, gather and combine run-up materials, build structures, and engage in combat against monsters. Players use swords, hammers, and bombs to defeat enemies. Most attacks cause enemies to burst or fall apart on the battlefield before disappearing. One enemy creature is depicted as a hand covered in red slime. The game also contains suggestive text and dialogue. During the course of the game, players must acquire or craft beer barrel item. The word damn and hell also appear in the dialogue. Next up on our list is Gears of War 4. This is coming out on Xbox One. The rating is mature. The content descriptors are blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language. This is a third-person shooter in which players assume the roles of elite soldiers fighting to stop an alien threat. Players use machine guns, shotguns, sniper rifles, grenades, and battle armor to kill enemy creatures and human soldiers. Blood splatter effects frequently occur during frequent combat. Some attacks result in decapitation and dismemberment, leaving large blood stains and body parts on the ground. Some areas depict large pools of blood and dismembered corpses. During the course of the game, players can perform various finishing attacks that depict intense acts of violence, slicing enemies in half with a chainsaw-like weapon, impaling enemies through the chest with a bayonet, repeatedly bashing an enemy's head in the ground. Swear words also are heard in the dialogue. Next up on the list is WWE 2K17. This is coming out on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. The rating is teen. The content descriptions are blood, language, suggestive themes, and violence. This is a wrestling simulation game in which players select real-world competitors from the WWE roster, compete in matches, and progress through multiple storylines. Players can perform a variety of wrestling moves as well as punch and kick opponents. Some matches allow players to use tables, chairs, sledgehammers, and trash cans to strike opponents. Blood sometimes appears on wrestlers' bodies after being struck repeatedly by objects. Some female wrestlers wear revealing outfits that expose large amounts of cleavage. Some wrestlers also make provocative gestures and taunts. One taunt move depicts a wrestler flipping the bird, holding up the middle finger. The words ass and bastard also appear in the dialogue. Now we're going to discuss Duke Nukem 3D, the 20th Anniversary World Tour. This is coming out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The rating is mature. The content descriptors are blood and gore, partial nudity, sexual themes, strong language, use of drugs, violence. This is a first-person shooter in which players assume the role of Duke Nukem on a mission to save Earth from an alien invasion. It is a re-release of an old game. Players use pistols, machine guns, and rocket launchers to kill aliens and mutilate enemies in frantic combat. Firefights are accompanied by realistic gunfire, large explosions, and blood splatter effects. Enemies occasionally break apart into body fragments as they are killed. Cutscenes depict additional acts of violence, an alien decapitated by a shotgun blast, an alien's head being ripped from its body. The game also includes some suggestive material, depictions of topless women and or women with tassels on their breasts, dialogue saying spank me, and come back to bed, Duke. I'm ready for some action now. One mission area depicts a marijuana farm in Amsterdam. Smoking from a hookah in this area causes players' character to hallucinate. Swear words are also heard in the dialogue. Next up is Crazy Machines 3. This is coming out on PC, Mac, and Linux. The rating is everyone. This is a physics-based puzzle game in which players must construct creative solutions to various challenges. Players arrange groups of objects and set them in motion to trigger chain reactions. Nearby elements such as water, wind, and fire can affect each puzzle's outcome. Next up for discussion is Moto Erase 4. This is coming on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and Mac. The rating is everyone. This is an arcade-style racing game in which players race motorcycles for a variety of highway and dirt tracks. Players can participate in game modes including Championship, King of the Road, and Survival. Next on our list is Yesterday Origins. This is coming out on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. The rating is mature. The content descriptors are blood and gore, sexual themes, strong language, and violence. This is an adventure game in which players help a mortal couple search for a special artifact. As players progress through the story, they can solve puzzles and interact with various characters. Some interactions can lead to sequences that depict acts of violence: children thrown down a well, a character shot with a pistol, a woman's arms dismembered by a sword. One sequence depicts a silhouette of a character shooting himself, resulting in a large blood stain on the door. Some areas also depict corpses lying in pools of blood. The game contains some sexual references in the dialogue. Swear words are also heard in the dialogue. Up next is Disney's Magical World 2. This is coming on Nintendo 3DS. The rating is everyone. The content descriptions are mild cartoon violence. This is an action-adventure game in which players explore Disney's magical kingdom of Castle Run. Players can engage in various activities, interact with Disney characters, and use magic spells to defeat cartoony enemies. Enemies usually disappear and poofs of smoke when defeated. Occasional boss battles depict more lengthy fighting and mild explosions. The next game on our list is Farming Simulator 17. This is coming out on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The rating is everyone. This is a farming simulation game in which players run a modern dairy farm. Players use a variety of agricultural machines while managing resources, tending cattle, planting fields, and selling crops. The last game on our list is Skyland Imaginators. This is coming out on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U. The rating is everyone 10 and up. The content descriptions are cartoon violence and comic mischief. This is an action platformer game in which players assume the role of whimsical creatures attempting to save the world from an evil overlord. Players traverse platform environments, complete puzzles, and battle a variety of enemies along the way. Characters use punches, kicks, elemental attacks, and cartoony firearms to defeat imps, robots, slime creatures, and boss characters. Enemies generally disappear amid explosions and colorful orbs when defeated. Characters are sometimes depicted belching loudly in the background or using belching attacks on enemies. Thank you to bensound.com for the music track. You can also follow Parents Guide to Games on Twitter at parentsg2g. We also have a daily blog at parentsg2g.blogspot.com, and you can email us with questions, concerns, or comments at parentsg2g@gmail.com. And thank you for watching.